Hey tech enthusiasts, buckle up. We've got some seriously juicy leaks about the upcoming iPhone 17 lineup, and trust me, you're going to want to hear this. Are you ready for a radical redesign? Because Apple might be about to drop a bombshell on us. We're talking about thinner, thicker, and camera bumps that are completely changing the game. But is it for the better? That's what we're going to dissect today. Some analysts are predicting that Apple's gamble on extreme thinness could backfire, leading to battery life issues and structural weaknesses. Could this be the biggest design risk Apple has taken in years? Let's dive in. Thanks to the ever-reliable Sonny Dixon, we've got our first look at some dummy models for the iPhone 17 series. Now, these aren't fully functional phones, but they give us a pretty solid idea of what Apple's cooking up in Cupertino. These models highlight a few key things: new camera bump designs, MagSafe across the board, and some pretty significant differences in thickness. It's like Apple decided to throw all the design rules out the window and start fresh. But are these changes revolutionary, or just plain weird? We'll break it all down for you. Let's talk cameras. The dummy models show off some interesting changes to the camera bump design, especially on the Air and Pro models. We've seen similar designs floating around in rumors before, but seeing them in physical form really drives home the point. Apple is definitely going for a different aesthetic. But will these new designs actually improve camera performance? Or is it just a cosmetic upgrade? We'll explore the potential benefits and drawbacks of these revamped camera bumps. Here's a piece of good news. It looks like all iPhone 17 models will support MagSafe. Remember the iPhone 16e that ditched MagSafe? Some people were worried that the super-thin iPhone 17 Air might follow suit. There were even whispers that MagSafe was interfering with the C1 chip. But fear not. It seems Apple has figured out a way to make it work. This is a huge win for convenience and compatibility. But does this mean wireless charging is here to stay? Or is Apple just delaying the inevitable portless future? The iPhone 17 Air might also feature a slightly tweaked dynamic island. The front-facing camera is supposedly moving to the left side of the pill. Now, this might seem like a minor detail, but it's a pretty significant departure from the iPhone 14 Pro and beyond, where the camera has always been on the right. Why the change? Is Apple trying to differentiate the Air model? Or is there a technical reason behind this shift? We'll speculate on the possible motivations behind this subtle but noticeable change. Okay, let's get to the most controversial part: the thickness. The iPhone 17 Air is rumored to be incredibly thin. We're talking razor thin. On the other hand, the iPhone 17 Pro models are supposedly getting thicker. The standard iPhone 17 seems to be staying about the same. This raises some serious questions. Is Apple prioritizing aesthetics over functionality? Are they sacrificing battery life for a sleeker design? And will these thickness differences actually make a difference in everyday use? We'll weigh the pros and cons of Apple's design choices. Let's dive deeper into the iPhone 17 Pro. The rumors suggest a radical redesign, potentially featuring a full camera bar across the top of the rear casing. This is a significant departure from Apple's traditional camera bump design. Remember the initial reactions to the iPhone X's notch? This could be a similar situation, with people either loving it or hating it. The aesthetic choices here could be driven by advancements in camera technology, specifically sensor shift stabilization. According to a paper published in the Journal of Imaging Science and Technology, sensor shift stabilization allows for sharper images and smoother videos, especially in low-light conditions. This technology requires more space, potentially explaining the thicker design. But will this new design be functional, or just another example of form over function? Now, let's talk about the iPhone 17 Air. To achieve that ultra-thin profile, Apple might have to make some compromises. Rumors suggest that the rear camera module will feature a single lens placed in a horizontal camera bar. This is a drastic change from the multi-camera setups we've seen on previous iPhones. While some might see this as a downgrade, others might appreciate the simplicity. Could Apple be leveraging computational photography and AI to compensate for the lack of multiple lenses? It's a risky move, but it could pay off if Apple can deliver exceptional image quality with a single lens. Sources are citing the impact of meta-lens technology, which could reduce the size and thickness of camera components, as a contributing factor. This technology is described in detail in a recent article in Nature Nanotechnology. Interestingly, Samsung is also rumored to be working on an ultra-thin phone, the Galaxy S25 Edge. Some speculate that Samsung's decision to pursue this design is a direct response to Apple's iPhone 17 Air. This raises the stakes in the smartphone design war. Are we about to enter a new era of ultra-thin phones? Or will this trend fizzle out as consumers prioritize battery life and functionality? The competition between Apple and Samsung is always fierce, and this new design trend could be the next battleground. There are conflicting reports about the materials Apple will use for the iPhone 17 camera bars. Some say they'll be made of glass, while others claim they'll be made of metal. The choice of material could have a significant impact on the phone's durability and aesthetics. Glass camera bars might look more premium, but they're also more prone to cracking. Metal camera bars might be more durable, but they could also add weight to the phone. Which material would you prefer? Let us know in the comments. Why is Apple suddenly obsessed with camera bars? It's not just about making the new iPhones look different. It's also about creating a consistent design language across the entire iPhone 17 lineup. By elongating the camera bar on all models, Apple is creating a cohesive visual identity. This could be a strategic move to simplify manufacturing and reduce costs. Or it could simply be a matter of aesthetics. Whatever the reason, the camera bar is here to stay, at least for the iPhone 17 series. We've seen several design renders of the iPhone 17 Air based on leaks and rumors. These renders give us a good idea of what the phone might look like. The back of the phone is expected to feature a horizontal camera bar with a single lens. The front of the phone will likely be an all-screen display with a dynamic island at the top. These renders are based on information from reliable sources, but it's important to remember that they're not official. The final design of the iPhone 17 Air could be different. Leaked schematics suggest that the iPhone 17 could be getting a speaker redesign. This could result in improved audio quality and louder volume. Apple has been criticized for the audio performance of its iPhones in the past, so this would be a welcome improvement. But how significant will the change be? Will it be enough to compete with the audio quality of other flagship smartphones? When can we expect the iPhone 17 to launch? Based on Apple's past release cycles, we can expect the iPhone 17 to be announced in the first half of September 2025. Pre-orders will likely begin on the Friday of the announcement week, with the phones shipping the following Friday. As for the price, it's still too early to say for sure. But rumors suggest that the iPhone 17 Air could have a starting price of $1,299. This would make it more expensive than the current top iPhone. However, other leaks suggest that the iPhone 17 Air could cost less than the iPhone 17 Pro. Only time will tell. The biggest question mark surrounding the iPhone 17 lineup is the iPhone 17 Air or iPhone 17 Slim. Will it actually happen? And if it does, will it be a success? Some analysts are skeptical, pointing to the poor performance of Apple's Plus and Mini models in the past. Others are more optimistic, believing that the ultra-thin design will appeal to a new segment of consumers. Ultimately, the success of the iPhone 17 Air will depend on Apple's ability to balance aesthetics with functionality. So there you have it. The iPhone 17 lineup is shaping up to be one of the most exciting and controversial iPhone releases in years. From the incredibly thin Air to the thicker Pro models and the redesigned camera bumps, Apple is definitely pushing the boundaries of design. But will these changes be for the better? That's up for debate. What do you think of these iPhone 17 rumors? Are you excited about the ultra-thin iPhone 17 Air? Or are you more interested in the thicker, more powerful iPhone 17 Pro? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more tech news and analysis. Thanks for watching.